Well, except for all the demons and superheroes on the side of the screen over there, and also I'm watching Spider-Man Unlimited, so that's kind of a show about demons and superheroes. So, but it's pretty close, close enough. David Hanania, what's up, bud? Mr. Hanania. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I need some more white Arteza acrylic paint. Somebody donated to me. Sent me a whole bunch of it because I realized I need a lot of it. I need a lot more than one tube. White paint is kind of something we use a lot more than other paint because you mix it with things. Everything's usually got some kind of white, I mean, black and white are going to be probably your most used. Most used colors, apparently. What did I do with my big paintbrush? I just had it. I'll just use my other paintbrush, I guess. I mean, kind of wanting to use one, but that's okay. The spider sense. Reminds me of Larry David's house. Nice. You watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, bro? I love that show. My wife and I are always watching Curb. Let's see, this isn't going to work either. Maybe I can use like a sponge here. That's kind of what I want right there, so let's try that. Christopher Stromland, what's going on, Christopher? Kind of getting what I want out of this. You know, this is a big learning thing for me because I've never really painted a house before. I mean, probably in high school, but it wasn't really something I just did it and didn't try to pay attention to any of the techniques or what I was doing or anything. You know, it's like just kind of just get it out of the way thing. I don't even know if I have ever painted a house. I've had multiple people ask me to paint houses, and so when I was presented with it, geez, I don't know, over a month ago, at first I was like, you know, I don't know, it's kind of a personal thing, and then they're like, well, we'd really like it if you could, and I was like, well, if you have trouble finding another artist, let me know and I'll do it. And then they were like, well, we would like to have you do it. We'd like to get it done as quick as we can. And I was just like, you know what? All right, let's do it. And I don't regret it, but I do feel bad because it's taken me longer than I expected. And TBH, it's one of these things that's been making it hard for me to sleep, but we're going to get through it today, I think, and make that person happy and get it out of the way and move on to some, probably no more house commissions. Probably move on to no more house commissions is what we will move on to. But, you know, that's just because I'm a different kind of artist, I guess. It's like, it's hard to do this and then be happy with the end result unless I put a lot of time into it. So I couldn't tell you how many hours I put into this so far. It's probably more than I should have. But we're getting close, you know. I've done base coats on most everything here, and then the bricks are going to take me a little while. I'm not going to get super detailed on the bricks, and then I just got to do the front detail on some of these bushes in the house. Whose house are you painting, you know? I couldn't even tell you. I don't know. They're in my record, but I'm not tagging them here. I think that they're a busy person, and this is actually for a client of theirs. I think this is for someone selling a house, so I haven't a clue actually whose this is, but they're gonna get it eventually. What if it's the Monster House with Venom Symbiote? You know, that actually does kind of make me a little more interested in this. Let's imagine what that would look like, right? So let's pull it up to the camera and look at some of the detail here. So you got like a house. These lines are not straight. They're going to get painted over, which is why it looks so bad. But there's this room up here, right? So that would be like, got windows. Let's see. What would we do? I would do like, I know what I would do. I'd make it look like a spider. And this would be the head. And he'd have legs here. He'd look like the Venom spider. And he'd have tentacles and stuff. And he'd just be a giant house that looks like a spider that is obviously possessed by Venom. That's what I would do. So yeah, that does make this a little more exciting for me. So thanks. Just kidding. Where's my lemon yellow? That'd be epic. Hell yeah.
Jameson? You know who he is? Oh, I saw pictures in the Daily Vita to suspected human revolutionaries. He was one of them.
Help me strap him down. He has a medical condition. He may be violent.
I've got a job interview, Naoko. Won't be late. See you later. Man, that was close. If Jameson knew Peter Parker and Spider-Man are both on Counter-Earth, that's more explaining than I want to do right now. I better steer clear of this place until I get to the bottom of whatever's going on.
Gibbs was supposed to bring the container he stole from Saram's lab to us. Instead, he's disappeared with it.
The blasted high evolutionary was making a biological weapon. He's planning to get rid of our kind. Saram said it was some kind of highly contagious virus.
The virus is the least of our worries. The container has a built-in fail-safe device. Its timer started counting down the moment the material left the lab.
We found this out after Git left on the mission. Didn't cover. No way to contact him. Best estimate is about 2 hours before it triggers. Exactly what kind of failsafe are we talking about? A fusion vault. According to our intelligence, unless the vault codes are entered within 2 hours, it'll fry a circular area about 25 miles in diameter. Of course, if anybody opens the seals without entering the codes, it triggers immediately.
Which is why we've got to find Git. By the time he gets to the rendezvous point, it may be too late.
Saram said something about searching Grid 7. Can you find out where that is?
We've broken some of their codes. This might be one of them.
Just what have you got in mind, Sam? The only way we stand a chance.
Checked out any of today's King in Black tie-ins? No, I haven't been reading anything in a long time. You know, I've just been trying to put all my time into other stuff. So honestly, I haven't read comics in a while. I don't know. I read Absolute Carnage. That's probably the last book I read. So everything else I know, I've just been hearing through the news. So people can't help but talk about certain things, you know.
This was a bad idea.
You think? Digging the happy little bush on there. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. We got all kinds of happy little palm trees and happy shrubs and happy trees and bushes, and this is a rich person's house, man. I got all kinds of interesting shrubbery, as I've known it to be called. So let's see here. What do I wanna do next? Dark brown. I should do that. I'm gonna use some burnt umbra. Some burnt umbra. Actual house or dream house? No, yeah, this is someone's actual house. It's not my house. I think this is a house that someone lived in, and they are selling it, and they love this house, and they have to sell it just for, like, if they could keep this house, they would, and so they can't. And so they commissioned a painting of it. I believe that's the situation here.
There's a secondary rendezvous location 2 miles from here. Kit should have gone there.
Get thee to a nunnery. For some reason, that's what I heard from those little kids playing in the background.
This is the secondary rendezvous point. If we're lucky, Git will show up here in time. Incoming! He must think we've gone turncoat. He has the biocontainer. Retrieve it. I must disarm the bomb. He'll need those bandages even more when I finish with him. Double helix on the top. Oh me! He's triggered the destruct switch. Destruct switch. Hit the deck. You go after Kit. We'll follow when we can.
He's right. You're the only one who can catch him on foot.
Kit! It's not what you think. Kit, stop!
Gotta read Null still. Makes sense now. It's so good. Venom taking over buildings made me think of what if the Sanctum Sanctorum. Sanctum Sanctorum, what is that? I have no idea what that means. Well, I know what it means is, what is it? Sanctum Sanctorum. I don't know, it's like the untouched coven or something like that, right?
You give up too quick, Bromley. We're not cooked yet. Git, listen to me. We need your help. The biocontainer has a bomb in it. If we don't stop it, the entire city will go up.
He's right, Kit. please.
Oh, Doctor Strange's magical house. I see. There you go.
Good on you, kid. You're a hero, lad.
Not now, boy.
Do not think, humans, that our joint success changes your status in any way. When we meet again, we are enemies,
We have enemies.
and you may expect no. This is not my idea of a happy ending. I don't believe this. What, was there a sale on death wishes? You guys just saved the whole city and a lot of New Jersey by working together. Isn't that enough for one night? We'll be keeping this as a little souvenir of the evening's festivities. I'd advise you to go now. Try it, human, and you shall not leave this rooftop alive. Look, I'm the only neutral party here. I'll take the canister and see that it's destroyed once and for all. And how exactly do you intend to safely dispose of the virus? Only I have the facilities to contain its mutagenic properties. There's no way you're getting your mad scientist mitts on this stuff again. You appealed to my logic earlier, Spider-Man. I appeal to yours. Only I can dispose of this menace.
No, it's not my house commission, but could you put a happy little Jason hanging out around the corner of this one, like a fun little Easter egg?
Yeah, right.
Cha-cha-cha. That's pretty good. You know, I'll consider it. I'll think about it.
Yeah. Sure about this.
That would be fun.
Spider-Man and the Rat Lady. Who'd have thunk it? Okay, people, let's look alive. We got a paper to get out. Move it, move it! Oh, nice doing business. Same here. Let's keep it nice. Another piece of puzzle. So how was school today?
Okay. Hey, did you see that picture of Spider-Man and the Rat Lady in the paper? Ugh, gross.
Yeah, I can't imagine what he'd see in her. Not with people like your mother around. We'll see about this.
Rambo in the bushes, Chauncey, yeah, just add in. That would be really funny, actually. I mean, I think I would have the rights to do that because I own the rights to this image, but I would never do that without their permission. I think it's kind of an emotional piece for them, so I'm not going to ask them for permission to draw a murder clown and Rambo and like Rafiki holding Simba on the top of the building, and like Jason and Freddy fighting in the bushes, and like the Care Bears getting drunk on the lawn and stuff. Like, I don't think they would be. They might even say yes to that, you know what I'm saying? But like, I wouldn't want to put them in that position and then make them just be like, I guess so. But who knows? Maybe they're into it. But I would never. But I could. Just keep in mind, people, that I could. If I wanted to. I could, however, paint another house. And, like, I painted a mansion for somebody, and he said I have the rights to do with it for whatever I want. So I could just change the lighting on that mansion and repurpose it for that. So maybe I'll make a print like that one day. Just with all the fun characters that I could think of in there. Get everybody's suggestions. It's exactly how I would want to remember that house. What the people from Grubhub had. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Like the horror party house, yeah. Except I wouldn't want it to just be horror characters, you know. I'm not. Some people just collect horror. That's a tricky fucking word, first of all. Some people just collect horror pieces, and some people only paint horror pieces, but I've never been a horror fan. Horror. Never been a fan. I don't like gore. I like intriguing things. I like Alien. That movie's kind of gory. It's not that bad though. It's got some gory scenes. It's mostly like a thriller, right? Right? Jigsaw playing with a puzzle and stuff like that. No, it's scary. I don't like scary shit. Too scary for me, you know?
All clear now. So far, the scramblers working in tricks. No sign of them hidden soldiers anywhere. daily human newspaper. I was thinking about an article on you building safety guys, but if you're not interested.
Hold on there, pal. Hey, come on in. You can even take my picture.
That's what I like to pay. Oh, this looks newsworthy. Boss, you better have a look at this. The first put in for recycling, but check out the service number on this one.
Holy cats. X51. We got us an antique here.
What do you mean?
X51 is in the 51st Machine Man off the assembly line. Been in service over 2 decades. I'm amazed this fossil can run it all. Come here, old timer. You'll be happier as a recycled key. Negative. This unit will not be destroyed. Sorry, Tin Head, you don't get a vote. Negative. This unit still functions. This unit has value. I've seen one of them do this before. Let's have a look under the hood. No. Central, we need backup. We got a rogue robot here.
Come on, Shane. Let's get out of here. Worst babysitter on the planet.
What am I watching? Is Spider-Man Unlimited episode 6, 5 or 6? It's a good show. I mean, Carnage and Venom are not Carnage and Venom. They're these. And Spider-Man even says so at the beginning of the show, and they don't address it. He's like, "Oh, you guys are doing some shit like I've never seen before," and they're like, "Yeah." Anyway, here's the rest of the show. They're not the characters that we know and love, but if you can get past that, then it's a decent enough show. I really like the future that they present. It's very Samurai Jack, Batman Beyond feel to it. LOL. Oh, I remember that one. Yeah. His webs do all kinds of shit in this show. He's got a suit made by Reed Richards, and it's like a nanotech suit, so it's got all kinds of gadgets. And I really like that. That's a good thing that they said there. It was made by Reed Richards. Is that the one where Reed Richards designed the Spidey suit? Yes. Man, Hanania, you're on top of it, man. Scott Newton says, I've been watching Batman Beyond lately. I love those older cartoons. Yeah, I'm going to watch Batman Beyond after this, actually. That's one of my favorites. Of all time. One of my favorites.
No way. I'm getting you out of here. Hold you on fire! Ursula. I'd be glad to see her. Oh, find out now. How are you out of stealing city property? Only when the property asks to be stolen. I don't think X51 wants to be recycled into a minivan. Not to worry. I have orders to bring a robot to the lab for inspection. Oh, and when you're done playing mad scientist, you repair him, right? No. Then it gets recycled into a minivan. Sorry, Mama Bear, but I'm not gonna let that happen. These guys.
This unit has caused much disorder, much pain. This unit will no longer endanger the innocent.
He's right. I've already put Shane in jeopardy once. I can't do that again. Spider Tracer on the job. I'll be able to find you. The odds. How disappointing. We shall have to postpone our contest. Until the next time, Spider-Man.
Hope the rumors are true for Batman Beyond. Keaton as old Batman would be epic. Yes, absolutely.
Looks like X-51's inside.
Batman Beyond's intro is flipping good, man. It is a really good intro. No doubt.
Man, this is almost
The intro for this show is weak. Good week.
Why does everything have to be so complicated around here? I'm gonna need help getting in there. One place to get it. Thanks for helping me get to that machine man. This is more like the John Jameson I knew back on Earth.
Not doing this out of the goodness of my heart, Master.
If we can snatch this one away from the Knights, we're hoping to exchange him back for Robin.
Machine Man grabbed him 2 nights ago. His tag transfer failed. He played break-in. There's a lot he can tell us about our operations.
Rumors are pretty true. Blight would be a good film to bring out right now. Yeah. That would be really cool.
No one can stand up to the high evolutionary knights.
Is he always this much fun? Or did I just catch him on a good night?
The only way to get past that force field is to come up beneath it through the sewer.
The tracer says that.
There is a modicum of damage. Also, some unusual internal configurations. Intruders! Seal the building!
We're here to see X-51. Oh, our visiting hour's over already.
Weary of your constant interference. I shall make you pay.
Yeah? Well, keep it cheap, huh? This is going to get through for body change.
Radioactive Spider-Blood will always be my favorite Spider-Man intro. Right. That's the 90s one. It's a classic as the 90s X-Men. Absolutely. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Radioactive Spider-Man. Spider-Blood. Spider-Man. Everybody loves that show. And it's like the son on the Brady Bunch was the voice of Peter. That's always Peter's voice in my head whenever I'm reading books. It's that guy's voice.
It's an anomaly. Scientific curiosity. It must be studied, analyzed,
And destroyed in the process. Oh, you're some scientist, so Wolfer brains. For once, Sir Lambchop, I agree with you completely.
True.
The slab is magnetized, Spider-Man.
I get that.
Thank you, Spider-Man. All of you.
Let's not congratulate ourselves yet. We're still sealed in here by those steel doors and the force field.
This unit will provide assistance.
It pays to have friends in high places. Good. Now we need to take this bucket of bolts somewhere safe and set up the exchange for Bromley. Hey, ground control to Major John. X-51 is not a thing, he's a person. We'll find some other way to rescue Bromley, but nobody is trading in anybody. Sorry, Spider-Man, but we need him. He's our ticket to getting back one of our top men. I won't let you take X-51. All right, John. You do what you have to do. And I'll do what I have to do.
John, you know you can't shoot him. Despite your differences, he's still your friend.
Is he? Is he really? What about Bromley? Isn't he a friend? But you know who our friends are. I just can't tell anymore.
Spider-Man! Mom's on an emergency call, and Peter's not home right now. Wow! Is that the machine man who saved me? He looks smaller.
Hello, young human. It is good that you are uninjured.
I ran into Peter, and he said our friend could stay here for a while.
Is he gonna be okay?
Self-diagnostics indicate gyroscopic stabilizer is misaligned by 7 degrees. Optical chip is malfunctioning, and neural net capacitor requires recharging.
He needs our help.
Shane, you stay with our friend while I see what parts I can scrounge up.
You don't need to do that.
I don't?
Nah, check this out.
Crazy Shane's electronic emporium. Who the fuck?
A positronic power pack, a heuristic enhancer. These are sophisticated items. Humans are forbidden to possess such technology.
This was all my dad's stuff. He was kind of an inventor. Still is. Yes, but
This is sadness. You wish for your father to return. You miss him.
yeah, sometimes. Well, we have to get you fixed up. We've contacted the Knights. Lord Tiger is available to an exchange at Grand Central Station, 6 p.m.
That gives us 6 hours to flight X-51.
John, something's rotten here and you know it. Why would they trade Bromley for a robot they're just going to scrap anyway? It has to be a trap.
Doesn't matter. We're never gonna get this close to Bromley again. When they spring their trap, we'll be ready.
This unit, I have read all these books in an effort to understand what has happened to me. There seems to be no clear explanation.
You're the oldest functioning machine man on the force. Finally absorbed enough information to make a leap.
Improbable. It seems that there should be more to it than that. I can think. I'm beginning to feel. There must be some cause,
So
some
silly.
purpose to what I've
I'm
become.
beginning to feel.
The meaning of life.
Marvel could bring back Silver Surfer for other season.
And what
I don't
is
know
the
what other
answer?
season is, but yeah, Fantastic Four is awesome. Or Silver Surfer is awesome.
Person has to figure that out for themselves.
Then
He could have his own movie if the right director got his hands on it.
What is it?
And people would go bananas for it, and he'd be the new biggest thing. But they don't know what they're doing. That's the shame of it.
Spider-Man, are you okay?
Guess he didn't like being called Rusty. Stay here, Shane.
Knights of Wondergold.
Let Raleigh go. Now.
Surrender, and you have my word. You must be harmed.
Word of a stinking beast, you. Yeah.
Resistance is pointless.
Didn't your mother ever teach you it's impolite to point?
It had another season planned, but it was when Marvel was going bankrupt. Error. It's 6. Now DC is going bankrupt, I hear. You guys hear that? DC might stop publishing comics because they're firing everyone, like everybody. All they have left is the movie and TV show people, almost. That's the rumor I've been hearing.
Listen to me. You don't have to obey that device inside you. You're more than a machine.
No, I will not. I am more than machine.
What about your ship? We may never get another chance to.
In 30 seconds, there'll probably twice as many machine men. We leave now.
When you hit that puppy with a spider cruiser. If only I got the tracer on your ship. Then we'd know where it's being taken.
Probably back to Wondergore, Kaz. Don't worry, Webslinger. Working together, we can find it. Speaking of working together, I was wrong before. I owe you an apology, Spectre.
Not me you should be apologizing to, John. It's X-51.
Spidey's right. I'm sorry, X-51. You're a good man. I'd be proud to have you on my team.
You'd be a great help to our cause.
I wish to find my own path. The Knights of Wondergore will not give up their pursuit. I too am a rebel, a refugee. Until there is freedom for all sentient beings. Perhaps
Beans. Ooh, nice. Sentient beans, he said. Alright, that's adequate. Heard AT&T isn't too keen on keeping the comic side around. Yeah, that's exactly what I heard too. It's damn shazam.
Whether he be human or some sort of enhanced human, the fact remains that his popularity among the humans grows daily. risk creating a martyr. You make an excellent case, Sir Rat. Very well. You will see to it that Spider-Man is no longer a threat. Yes, I shall. Indeed. Now, boys, no smuggling this stuff is bad for the economy. Hey, you made your point. Let's see. We got smuggling, stolen goods, destruction of public property. Hey, what's I out with those things? Building security cameras reported this incident. There's an excellent record of Spider-Man's skills. He seemed to sense the weapons, as if he knew just when they were going to fire. And his agility and sense of balance are indeed remarkable. He is a formidable organization. Of course he is not, or else you wouldn't be here. It's obvious you lack the skill to bring him down yourself. Oh, the impudent! Watch your tongue, White. You might lose it. My apologies, Hunter. I meant no offense. None taken. Rude to a porcupine while an octopus and a monkey try to use me for a wishbone. Boy, if I had a nickel for every time that happens, charging rhinos useless. Got him. Let's see. How do you stop a rhino from charging? On second thought, maybe it would have been kinder to take away your credit cards. Very well, Knight. Spider-Man seems like a big challenge. You can tell your master has arachnid troubles over. And you can tell Spider-Man that his days are numbered.
They're introducing this universe's Kraven the Hunter, and he is basically the same guy, except instead of whatever accent this is, that I am Kraven the Hunter. Instead of that, he just sounds like a white guy, but he looks like he should have that accent where he's like, I am Kraven the Hunter. Kind of like a non-American weird race guy, but I think everybody in the future is like not white is what's going on in this show. Which is fine, but it's just hilarious. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting from the characters. Artie, what's up, Aunt Artie? Hi, my sweetie. Is that my new house? Yes. Yes, it is. How you doing? David, Hanania, I feel like Cavill is out at any moment. French Russian. Oh, is that what Kraven is? Okay, yeah. This guy looks like Will Smith as the genie. This Spider-Man Unlimited Kraven. Will Smith as the genie. So whatever race that is. Kind of Middle Eastern, kind of not. Kind of just a brown guy. Kind of just Will Smith. Great, it's awesome. Good. Oh boy, yeah. And then this is just a client's house that they I think they sold it, so but they didn't necessarily want to have to sell it, so they wanted to have a picture of it.
Then the company folded, and everything changed. Hector spent most of his days locked in his workshop. He wouldn't let anybody see what he was working the human revolution. The more time he spent with them, the more grown he seemed. And when one of them is gone, he wouldn't say where he was going or why, only that he was doing it for us. I haven't seen Hector in months. I don't think he'd ever really harm you. But he sounded so jealous over the phone. So strange. Maybe he's not the man I once knew.
Hey, don't worry about me. I've been threatened by experts. Annoying people is part of being a news photographer. So is knowing how to take care of myself.
That might mean finding somewhere else to live.
So when do I get the eviction notice?
No, that's not what I meant. Shane worships you, and I'm quite fond of your rib checks.
Hey, Oko, you say the nicest things. I'll stay put for now. But if there's any risk of you or Shane coming to harm because of it, I'm gone like yesterday's Udon. You should leave. This will
No,
turn out-
I'm a doctor, remember? I might be needed. Of course, there's no reason for you to stay.
Sure there is. Once I get my camera, this might turn into some of the news.
Are you always so mercenary?
Gotta keep those red checks coming.
Thank you, Aunt Artie. You rock. I'd a comic book where Spider-Man and Kraven team up to hunt Predator. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Predator. Kraven could definitely help with that. Predator would be a pretty interesting fight for Spider-Man, but I feel like Spider-Man is significantly stronger than the Predator. You know what I mean? Like physically stronger. So once he can get his hands on him, he'll just strangle the shit out of him. That would be that, I think. But you know, it's really whatever you want it to be with these stories, right? So just because Spider-Man can bench press 20 tons doesn't mean we have to write him that way. We could say he can bench press 1 ton, maybe. Love. Peace and love. Peace and love, mate.
This a private fight or can anyone mix in?
Hey, it's your city too. Surprised to see you out in the open like this, though.
Nice summer night, big harvest moon. A girl just can't help feeling romantic.
This is too romantic. I hate to see you mad.
Yeah, well, you and getting beat up on, that tends to annoy me.
I hate to see anyone get beat up on. Especially me. I doubt this was strictly a social call. Otherwise, you wouldn't be taking a chance of your tag chip attracting every machine man in town.
I'm testing a new nullifier. Seems like it works, for the moment. Anyway, word on the street is that someone's put a price on your head. We need to talk.
Alright, the usual place then. Hey, what's up, Doc? You okay?
I'm fine, but I could use some more bandages and antiseptic.
You got it. I'll make a run to the clinic.
Very interesting indeed. Spider-Man is rather curious and done. But more to the point, he has a comrade, someone he'll fight with instead of just war. As a good guy, never leave a comrade in danger.
Yeah, that guy should be using the spot in the crowd.
Trust me, this is the best image there is. This guy's about as photogenic as Bigfoot. He's called the Hunter. Don't know where he's from, don't know his real name.
coming for you.
Whoa, some bachelor pad.
He's one of the few humans who's allowed to live topside. Works for whoever can afford him, even the high evolutionary once or twice. He's inhumanly strong and so fast, it's amazing.
Nothing wrong with being amazing.
There's a lot wrong with this guy. He doesn't do it for the money. He hunts people because he enjoys it.
One sick puppy on, right? So why's he after me all of a sudden?
You've been pretty high profile lately. A lot of pictures in the papers. Either somebody topside wants you out of the way permanently,
Or what?
he just wants to hunt you for the birds. Just be careful out there. The man's a menace.
Well, I'll keep my eyes open. Promise.
Spider Sense versus Predator's Camo. Predator's pretty crafty. I think it'd be an interesting fight because they seem like they got tools to counter each other, right? Yeah, I agree.
This is crazy. I can just cruise around town waiting to get shot at. Then again, maybe I can. Oh shit. More voices. Web swinging's my trademark. I should sue.
Wise hunter turns his pre's tricks to his own advantage.
Oh, wise guy, huh?
Looks like I caught a spider in my web. An adhesive derived from the horn of the mountain ibex. My own formula. Very effective.
Wow, you're a regular Martha Stewart of the jungle.
Spider-Man, I must say, you disappoint me. I expected much more boring hunt. Apparently, you're not all you're cracked up to be. I almost want to let you go, but that would be good for business.
Aren't you even going to tell me who your client is?
You insult me, Spider-Man. I am a professional. I would never violate assassin client privilege.
Yeah? Well, here's a professional tip. A trap's only as strong as the structure it's built on.
Point taken.
Not bad, Hunter. You're almost a match for me.
Almost a match indeed. I am only slightly superior.
Still got to be on looks and good grooming.
Surprise. I've analyzed your webbing and created a chemical block.
It's not going to be easy to beat.
Sam Effer's got a Wolverine claw.
I'm just getting started.
It's time to back off.
Running a little hot after our insertion.
Great. You must be using infrared. Basement level household goods, kitchenware. Superheroes in need of breathing space.
My pheromone tracer will keep tabs on you, Spider-Man. Until tonight, my prey.
Base, I'm so blessed being out here. Are you sure this is the drop point?
Affirmative, that's the place.
This is ridiculous. I can't just cruise around all night with some maniac on my tail. Maybe Karen's found out who put the price on my head. I hope it's a decent price. I hate to be a bargain.
Karen's missing.
What? How?
Got a solid tip on a prisoner transfer. She went out to make the exchange and we lost contact. We sent out a recon team, but this is all they found.
Watch your step, Hunter. Because this prey just became a predator. Didn't it occur to this guy that an international man of mystery shouldn't have such a high-profile pad? That's when your pad is chock full of booby traps.
Come on in, Spider-Man. Take off your mask and
All right, I will. No, the other thing I'm gonna work on tonight, I don't think I'm allowed to stream. But I will probably come back on and either work on this or I'll start my next commission, which will be a Pennywise, pretty much just the same as the last one I did. So